Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
before you call the case you think I might be here on, I've had a chance to talk to Miss Seeley. She was in the MIDC waiting room, and I explained the charges to Miss Seeley. However, she would like to know under which jurisdiction I operate. I've explained that I'm a criminal defense attorney and I don't operate under any jurisdiction, so I don't think she's seeking the services of an attorney at this time, and the court may like to speak with her.
All right, buckle up, because what you're about to see is one of the most chaotic court appearances you'll ever witness. On one side, we've got a defendant who insists she's above the law, armed with every sovereign citizen buzzword you can imagine, and on the other side, a judge who has to keep the train on the tracks while navigating through her endless objections, accusations, and, let's be real, completely made up legal theories. It's like a courtroom turned into a stand-up comedy show, only no one's laughing, least of all the judge.
Thank you, Mr. Batar.
You're welcome, Judge.
These are 23HR0457A, B, and C. These are Huron Township versus Bonita Seeley. Ms. Seeley, were you able to hear Mr. Batar just now?
First of all, are we on the record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are we under penalty and perjury?
Are we on what, ma'am?
Under penalty and perjury, if you're willing to swear in.
I'm sorry, ma'am, I can
Everybody-
barely hear you.
I said, is everybody willing to swear in under penalty and perjury?
Ma'am, we're not taking testimony as of yet. Today is the day and time scheduled for the pre-hearing and adjourned arraignment pretrial in these matters.
It still has to be placed on a record. He still has to be put under penalty and perjury because he's swearing to an alleged crime against me and holding me accountable. So even though this is just a hearing, it still has to be put on notice for the public.
This is where things already start falling apart. She's asking the court to swear in the defense attorney under penalty of perjuries if he's testifying against her. That's not how this works. Lawyers don't take oaths every time they speak, because they're not witnesses, they're advocates. And just to add to the confusion, she keeps saying penalty and perjury instead of penalty of perjury. It's a small slip, but it tells you a lot. She's throwing around legal jargon without actually understanding it. It's like walking into a hospital and demanding the surgeons swear under the Hippocratic Oath before checking your blood pressure.
Ma'am, today is the day and time scheduled for the pre-hearing and the arraignment pretrial. Would you state your name for the record, please?
Bonita Seeley.
Ms. Seeley, Mr. Batar is the court-appointed attorney assigned to this courtroom for the day. He's indicated that you don't wish to engage his services. Is that correct?
No, let me explain my position. I asked him a simple question about jurisdiction. That's why this hearing has been re-adjourned for today, because the last hearing, none of the attorneys could answer the question in regards to what jurisdiction that we're operating under. So they want to proceed without addressing the jurisdiction, which is a violation of due process. So in order for him to be represent me on any public record, I have to understand what jurisdictions he's operating on.
Ms. Seeley, if you do not wish to use the court-appointed attorney, and you confirm as much to the court right now, Mr. Batar can go back, ma'am, Mr. Batar can go back and do other things that he needs to do this morning. Do you wish to use Mr. Batar's services, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel through some other mechanism?
Under what charge, under which jurisdiction, and then who's bringing the charges against me?
Ma'am, there were citations issued against you in Huron Township for limited access speeding 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. That's a civil infraction. There's count 2, no proof of insurance. And there is the misdemeanor of driving while license not valid or improper license. Do you wish to use the services of the MIDC attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel?
Who are the parties bringing this claim against me? It's a simple.
And there it is, the actual charges. Speeding, no proof of insurance, and driving without a valid license. Pretty straightforward, right? Except instead of addressing these very real problems, she still hung up on the word jurisdiction. This is a classic sovereign citizen playbook move. Stall, confuse, and pretend that if you say jurisdiction enough times, the charges just vanish. But here's the truth. Jurisdiction isn't a mystery. If you're physically in Michigan, driving on Michigan roads, and breaking Michigan traffic laws, guess what? The Michigan courts have jurisdiction over you. End of story.
I answered your question, ma'am. I answered your question, ma'am. I answered your question, ma'am.
And could you re-answer it? Because I didn't hear it. Who's bringing the charges against me?
The citation that was issued to you was issued by an officer from Huron Township, Freddie Yono. It's the citation that was issued, is signed.
So it's Freddie.
It has his name and his ID number. Ma'am, my question to you is, do you wish to engage the services of the court-appointed attorney, or may I release him to go back to do some other work?
Wait a minute, I have questions before I can answer on. You're trying to get me to
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes, it's
No,
it's
ma'am.
a due process violation. Objection. Yes.
Miss
Because you're not
Seeley,
hearing
this
me.
is
This
the
is a
Miss
hearing.
Seeley, this is the third and last time I'm asking you. Will you be using Mr. Batars to represent you this morning, or do you wish to retain your private attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I need to understand what jurisdiction we're under.
Mr. Batar, you may return to your breakout rooms to meet with other potential clients. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I
Ms.
may,
Seeley, do you intend to represent, I'm sorry, Ms. Foley Carter.
I just want we started this case back in July. Ms. Seeley attended her first pretrial. She demanded that the case be dismissed. I declined. I asked that the case be set for a bench trial. Ms. Seeley objected, and Magistrate Hinman advised her to file a motion stating her objection. Since then, she asked Judge Green for her oath of office and then didn't appear for the court dates before Judge Oakley. So this case has been going on for quite some time with no resolution.
Because I'm asking a question and it requires a rebuttal when it's being ignored. You cannot violate the due process. This is a hearing, and any questions that I have needs to be answered. You don't get to sit in the capacity of government and ignore the questions that the people have. Someone's bringing a claim against me, and my only question is, are we dealing in a commercial or a common law, also known as a record of law, court? That's simple. So are we in a...
Notice the pattern here. This isn't her first rodeo. She's already skipped court dates, demanded judges show their oaths of office, and refused to move forward at every step. This is what sovereign citizens do. They don't win cases by proving their innocence. They drag things out until the system has no choice but to escalate. What she calls defending her rights is really just obstruction dressed up in legal-sounding nonsense. The prosecutor lays it out perfectly. Months. Wasted. Zero progress. And all because she won't accept the most basic premise that the court even exists.
Trial, a in-person bench trial date in this matter, please.
Objection. Objection. Are we in a common law court, yes or no?
January
Case
23rd
dismissed.
at 11 o'clock.
Case dismissed. Case dismissed because you refuse to rebuttal to the question regarding jurisdiction. You cannot proceed without honoring the jurisdiction. You cannot be in
Ms.
the capacity
Seeley,
of a... Yes.
the misdemeanor matter and the 2 civil infractions that are traveling with it that were issued on. that were issued on April 26, 2023 will be set for an in-person bench trial in courtroom number 1.
Objection. I will not be showing up. Objection. I will not be showing up. You refuse to answer the question of jurisdiction. You're trying to get me into the courtroom so you can take me against my will and lock me up in a cage like I...
And here we go. This is the golden moment every sovereign citizen video seems to have. She asks, point blank, "Are we in a common law court?" expecting that answer to somehow nullify everything. The judge responds, "Nope, this is a statutory court, the 34th District of Michigan." And that's the nail in the coffin. Because despite her objections, her declarations, and her YouTube lawyer confidence, the jurisdiction is settled. Courts don't need her consent to exist, and yelling common law into the void won't magically make her traffic tickets disappear.
Jurisdiction over me. You do not have judicial authority in North America. You are working for a municipality called the state of Michigan. You have no jurisdiction. You are an attorney. You work for a corporation. You are in a municipal capacity. You have no authority. You call yourself government. Your position is a public servant.
Miss
I am the
Seeley,
objection.
Miss Seeley,
no, you cannot proceed as an attorney. Objection. I will not be showing up in court. I will appeal this matter. Objection.
There's no question pending to you, ma'am. This court will be muting you at this time because this court... The court has muted Ms. Seeley as her responses are not responsive to the matter that is before the court. This matter is being scheduled for trial. If Ms. Seeley wishes to absent herself from that trial, that is her absolute right. That trial date is January 23rd
I will not be showing up.
And there it is, the dramatic victim narrative. According to her, this isn't about a traffic violation anymore. It's about the state conspiring to throw her in a cage like an animal. Let's be real for a second. She wasn't pulled over for protesting or civil disobedience. She was pulled over for driving without a license, speeding, and no insurance. If you're risking other people's safety on the road, the law has every reason to hold you accountable. Playing the victim card here doesn't make her a freedom fighter, just makes her reckless.